restart my recording and I'm going to bring on Minnow. So, Minnow, welcome to the Minnow Mayor Town Hall. Thanks so much for being here. You organized having David Packman come onto the show. I promised you 100 Steam after you told me that you had done that if he actually came on. So, at some point tomorrow, I'll go send you 100 Steam. Thank you for helping to coordinate that.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm happy to receive the 100 Steam, but that wasn't the reason why I did it. I just
I
thought it.
said it after the fact that you said he was coming on, so it's not. I know that wasn't your motivation. I just want to reward you for
Yeah.
having done something cool for me.
Well, that was my point. What I told you that day. I believe that any big user we bring on, every if we intend to go after more YouTubers, which I intend to, try to bring as much people as I can. It's really about them having the best experience possible, so they can talk good about Steam. And I couldn't think of a better place where he could come and be received with friendly, well, not faces, but with the equivalent, and a witness that embodies that the community and all that stuff. So
Well, I'm
it,
doing my
it, it was
best.
just a
Thank you
natural
for that.
choice.
Thank you for the compliment. Thank you for having him on. What did you want to talk about tonight? What's besides me just saying, "Hey, you're awesome." What do you want to discuss this evening?
Well, I might sound like a broken record to a few people that have heard me say this already, but all I wanted to say, because I know the subject, the bidbot's not going to go away for a long time, and I don't want to talk about the bidbots in a sense that, oh, is it good or bad or anything like that. I think that it is up to the leaders of the community, and of course, there's leaders and there's leaders. Lexi is a leader in his own way. Creamy is a leader in her own way. Crystal's a leader, so it is up to the leaders to try to educate as much people as possible, and just give them the tools to make the choices. It kind of reminds me of dieting, and EM3 was talking about it a little bit. It's almost like if we want to embody the whole thing about liberty and the whole live and let live, we can't assume that we can just make all these rules and tell people, hey, don't do this because no. But what we can do is educate them and give them the tools so they make the best choices for them. And sometimes it might be a bit bot, and sometimes it might not. But giving them the knowledge to make that choice, it what makes the most sense to me. The
Yeah,
whole thing.
I think they're tools. I mean, and there's going to be lots more tools that come onto this platform. Not just people I disagree with, but I also mean programs that are useful. There's going to be a lot of tools around here, and none of the tools are necessarily going to be good or bad. They're just tools, and we have to figure out how to use them appropriately as a community and sort of figure out some guidelines, not like hard coded rules where we're telling people what to do, but here's best practice with this. And if you're not in best practice, then you might actually piss somebody off and there'll be consequences. But those are the choices and risks that you run.
Exactly. Like and to develop that analogy there, I kind of consider Bitbots like pizza. Pizza is great. I love pizza. Who doesn't like pizza? But if I don't put myself, in in a situation to where I'm also eating nutritious stuff all the time, in this analogy, it would be I'm also making good content. I'm just gonna give myself diabetes, or I'm gonna commit steamicide. So it's like the same thing. Eh, That's the way I see it.
Yeah, I think this platform will incentivize good behavior. And sometimes I think that there's just not enough people um, placing enough faith in this community because I think this community will do a good thing. Um, so I don't really worry about it that much. It's not like it's not on my radar. It's just I have some faith that um, people are doing the best that they can, and this platform will continue to grow and will continue to have more and more nice things as a consequence of it.
Well, and I also wanted to say something today, and it's because, like Crystal said on her post earlier, you got to put your money where your mouth is. So even though I'm just a little minnow, and that's completely okay, it doesn't mean that I can't do something for other people. So I am going to delegate to a few of the guys here, that I think can do great for the little communities that they're carrying. It's not going to be awesome because I don't have a whole lot to give, but I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. And if I say that I believe in us developing those communities and us growing in that way, then I can't just talk about it and complain. So I'm gonna give some to Lima, and she doesn't know. Well, I just told her right now, and I delegated some to Graven because he's also doing a great job. And there's a couple more that I'm considering who I'm going to give to some. But so they go out there and they fight the good fight. They talk about what are we here to do? We're here to support each other. We're here to grow.
Well, that's an awesome gesture. So I congratulate you. You'll see that 20 to 30% of my Steam is doing the same thing. So I can do nothing other than say I think that's a great approach, and I'm glad to see other people doing it as well, especially those that are new to the platform. Uh, you're going to be a leader here in no time. You already seem to have a nice reputation, and I'm glad that you're here. And thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you, brother. I'll let other people talk now. I tend to hog the microphone.
All right, you were listening to Minnow. I'm going to take Minnow off the show. I'm going to go stop that recording.